Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. In the last episode we made it to level 68, so we are tantalizingly close to 70. We've only got reaching level 70 left on our chapter 2 objectives, and that's going to give us the first two pieces of Inna's mantra. That'll increase the passive effect of the Mystic Ally and the base passive effect of my current mantra by 100%. And from there on out we should be able to shoot through the other season journey bits quite quickly in order to pick up the rest of the set. So the passive effect slows enemies by 60% and they do damage. I mean that's cool. And the passive effect of the mantra of healing that we've got is 8,258 life regen. That's going to go up when we hit level 70 just a little bit. But overall, I don't know if we're going to keep Mantra of Healing. I might swap it over for one of the other ones. So, seeing as we're doing... Enemies within 30 yards take 8% increased damage. That's kind of cool. So that would go up to 16% when doubled. Or we do Retribution damage via Thorns. Or 20% increased resist all. I think we'll start off with Conviction, and we'll change to Salvation when we actually hit level 70 and start pushing forwards, because we'll need that extra resistance. In fact, if we go for Overall, that'll actually be quite significant. 12% increased damage, and then that'll bump up to 24%. Yeah, I think that'll be perfectly fine. Let's go like extra damage. Now I want to salvage up all the stuff that we got at the end of the last episode. None of it's going to be interesting for us at this stage. Instead, we want to jump straight into a couple of rifts. So let's just put the gems across. I could resort my gems, but it's not worth it at this stage. When we hit level 70, I'll go through and redo all of that. So, regular rift. Here we go. We do still have Nemesis braces on, so hopefully this will be pretty quick. Just get the Mystic Allies doing all of their fun stuff. Of course, Soul Smasher is smashing souls left, right, and center. Now, for this, okay, yeah, bumping that will just increase the damage bonus temporarily. And what's the cooldown on? Oh, the cooldown on it's not bad, actually. Come on, allies, focus. Maybe a Juggernaut, but that's not going to stop us. Now, popping the mantra does cost 50 spirit, but we're getting a lot of spirit, so I don't mind doing it occasionally. And especially when we've got such clustered mobs like that. If everything's taking an extra 6% damage, that's from all the Soul Smasher explosions and everything that goes along with it, so it can be quite worthwhile. I should actually be running forwards a lot more. There we go, just like that. Oh, that is annoying. Do not make me run away, mate. Now, I temporarily popped my Serenity there, just because I really don't like those guys when they start breathing fire. Serenity gives us 3 seconds of invincibility, and its cooldown is pretty damn quick, so situationally, it could just be used to make life a bit easier. Cool, we are hammering through these. Let's move on a bit faster. Health link on these guys. They are molten, so don't want to be standing right in the middle of them when they blow up. You know what, we'll grab this as well. It's a shame we're going to have to wait for the 6-piece set bonus to get all of our Mystic Allies out, but I don't think it'll take us too long to get there. And once we're level 70, we can start running Greater Rifts, working on our legendary gems, and getting more blood shards. That's going to allow us to gamble for the pieces ahead of time as well. So there's a lot of potential there. And we are certainly leveling up quite quickly. We're only 6 minutes in and we're almost halfway through getting to level 69. So I don't think we're going to have any difficulty with hitting... excuse me. With hitting level 70 this episode. Doing a Cyclone Strike there just before activating the Mystic Ally. Get maximum advantage of all the damage. The other thing that I could potentially have on would be strong arm braces, because every time I pull things in with that Cyclone Strike, it would increase the amount of damage that they take by about 30%. So there would be potential to make it worthwhile. But I think the utility that we're going to get from everything else is going to be much better. Right, frozen dudes. And they are gone. I love having allies. You can just stand back, let them do the work. Alright, let's have a look down and round this way. We are getting through quite a lot of spirit at the moment, but it's all in the name of bringing the mobs closer together, which just makes us that much more efficient. Hey, shield pylon. So we get a dude out, which is awesome. Actually, there's a second dude just over here as well. Let's get right in on this. We've got plenty of time left on the shield pylon, so I'm not worried about the fact that these guys are moltens. And look at all this stuff. Okay, well, while we've got it, let's see if we can find any other decent packs to work with. Hello. It's just so satisfying. That's really what I take away from it. I really like the forest area that we're in. It's one of my favourite Rift layouts. Enough open space, generally good monster density. It works well for me. Ooh, I heard a goblin. Let's make sure that these guys don't just run away. Right, one of them is dead. And the other one is dead now as well. Brilliant. And it is nearly Rift Guardian time. So let's grab all this stuff before I forget about it. Mostly the Death Breaths, but all the other crafting materials are still going to be useful as well. What are we on? 97%, so we need a decent sized batch of things. Ooh, Pool of Reflection. Always like extra experience. Yeah, this will do. Alright, Ascandiel. Let's get you taken out as quickly as we can. I'm just knocking my dudes around all over the place. Totally not cool, dude. Totally not cool. Right, that's all of that. Let's head on back to town. Not a bad first rift. That's about 11 minutes, I reckon. And that takes us to level 69 as well. Perfect. One more level to go, people. Right, as before, we're going to salvage all of this stuff up. Gone, gone. And yeah, we'll drop off the gems just to make a bit more space. Right, this may not be enough for us to actually get a level, but we'll see how the rift layout is and what it leads us to. Oh, nearly got away from the Frozens, but they went just a little bit too far. Right, that's the annoying dude gone. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep the combat going all the time in the hopes that we'll get the massacre bonuses up. I think you need to get an initial batch. Let's get... Nah, we're fine. Yeah, I think you need an initial batch to die within a very short space of time to start the counter. Get them all a bit closer. Now, when we put Bindings of the Lesser Gods in here, it obviously maxes it out. So whenever I do Cyclone Strike, it means that my allies do another 200% damage on top of whatever it is that they're supposed to be doing. So if we activate their special ability, it goes from 625% up quite significantly, like 1,800. Almost 1,900. Just stand out of that for a second. Man, frozen as well. That is just such a pain. Right, let's pop our invincibility as all the frozen bits go off. See, it's situationally useful to have. I mean, it's always going to be useful having invincibility. The only thing that I do notice is my dashing strike is supposed to be my my get out of trouble thing. And if I've already started punching, then it's a lot more difficult to activate it. If we're in the middle of doing like that, it just doesn't work consistently enough. But that's okay. We can work around that. We're about halfway through the level. Good, good, good. Nice, solid progress. Let's get this batch going. You can already see that Soul Smasher is starting to not have as powerful effect as we would want. Let's dash down here once. Shielding, eh? That's annoying is what it is. Right, one gone. So I'm just being a little bit more careful as we're up to 69. Our equipment still hasn't been upgraded. Oh, conduit. Okay. I take it back. We're no longer being kept. In fact, let's grab this, get them all electrocuted. Right, let's grab all these bits up. And then, I know we're kind of wasting the conduit pylon. But it's okay. There wasn't quite the cluster of mobs that I wanted to start the timer in the direction that we went. And at that point, I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go back and get the other more interesting things. And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's good to take advantage of them while they're there. We did kill 3 elite packs. That got us quite the boost to what we're doing. Bang, bang, bang. I wonder if the allies kill stuff, does it use like their modifications for Soul Smasher? Such as if I'd hit them with Cyclone Strike and an ally killed a mob, would it then cause everything to take extra damage because it was the ally triggering it? I suspect not. But you do sometimes wonder about the inner workings. Let's not. There we go. Big hits. That's what I want to see. I mean, it's almost at the point where I want to switch over the mantra, but I want to just finish off this this rift, which will hopefully take us to 70. Now, when we get to 70, of course, because we're going to start using inner set, that's going to actually break a lot of the sets that we're using at the moment. They are only level 60 sets, so I'm not worried about that, but we are going to want to spend some time re-gearing properly. Man, this dude is fighting us at the worst place. Okay, grab this, and back to town we go. 114 shards as well, which is pretty nice. So, alright. That takes us to level 70. Hoorah! We get a new passive skill slot, which I'll sort out in just a second. And we get the start of our item set, which we will just claim now. Okay, so Hadrig's Gift. Gloves and Spirit Stone. Okay. That's not bad. That's actually just replacing what we've already got. Let's get both of them ID together. While that's happening, we're going to put in our Unity. There we go. Each ally affected by our mantras increases damage by 5% up to maximum 20%. And they get 5% increased damage. I'm pretty happy with that. Do I want 6th Sense still? Might want to switch over for Harmony now. But I can work out specifically what we're going to do with the other things. We'll keep it on 6th Sense. We'll keep Determination. And I think we'll actually keep all of our skills as they are. Right. So Inner's Radiance, big step up. Inner's Hold, big step up. So passive effect of Mystic Ally is boosted. Awesome. And the passive effect of our mantra is boosted. Mantra, we'll switch over to the mantra of Salvation. Divine Protection sounds interesting. Perseverance or hard target? Probably hard target, actually. The base passive effect of your mantra. Okay. So we'll get 40% increased resistance and 35% increased dodge chance. That is quite a significant dodge chance. Let's see what it says. It says, yeah. I'm happy enough with that anyway. That'll probably be spot on what we need. We can salvage up this and this. And right, we need to look at other things that we can do. So let's first of all have a look at weapons. 1632 for a Diabo. 1632. Ooh, yeah, we could make a Cinder Switch. It is so much slower going for a Persuader. I think Cinder Switch is going to be the right way to go. That's less damage. There we go. That's better. Salvage those up. Right, okay. Next thing to do is to have a look at what we need to do for the Chapter 3 objectives. We've got to kill Belial. We've got to kill Magda. Both of these at Master difficulty. We're on Master difficulty, so we can go through and do those now and get the next 2 bits, which is actually going to be perfect. Act 1... In fact, no, sorry, Act 2. Let's do Magda first. And Magda's going to be a little bit of a test to see how this works with our new mantras and everything. I suspect it's not going to be massively dangerous for us. Also, the reason I'm doing this rather than completely re-gearing, yes, we got ourselves a new weapon, that's cool. But if I spend a lot of resources getting new equipment only to immediately replace it with more of Inner set, I don't think that's a worthwhile use of our time. Let's not stand in the middle of that. Yeah, I'm happy enough with the amount of damage that we're doing going forwards. We are still only at master difficulty, but until we get more of our kit, I think it's fine to stick on this. And we will start bumping it up, of course. Right, so let's go in and talk to her. Hi, lady. So Cyclone Strike, first of all, activate the allies. And run on through. That was quick. That was super quick. Okay, on to kill Belial. It won't be as quick because it's a scripted thing, of course, but we will still, no doubt, make short work of him. I do love Dashing Strike for getting in and out of situations. We could have also just activated our Serenity and survived all the explosions that way, but on the off chance that something goes wrong, just not being in the middle of it seems like a better plan. Also, we do still have a cheat death, but again, not using it is much better than... let's pop this. Yeah, absorbed. Not using it is much better than relying on it. I want us to be suitably tanky and have many options for getting out of terrible situations while still being able to do good damage. That's kind of what I'm looking for with this build. I got a snake in my boot. Excuse me. In fact, while it's a little bit quieter, I can put these in. That's going to go in cooldown reduction. Alright. Let's just get him whittled down. Right, so cooldown reduction, resist all, and life per hit for the moment. Come on, allies, do your stuff. And he's gone. Another pretty straightforward fight. Okay, let's head back to town and we will see what's left for Chapter 4. Chapter 4 is going to be a bit more intense. So that got us belt and boots. This is going to start affecting our... Ooh, yeah. So we're not going to use these boots, which is a bit of a shame. We could transmog the boots into another part of the set, but I'm not sure if that would be very helpful for us. We do want a level 70 Crudis boots, but I'm not going to replace them just for that sake. So, boots, I'm really sorry, you're going to sit down here for now. The rest of the stuff we can probably all salvage up. Actually, I'll give you extra... What is that? That's mostly critical hit, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, we're going to salvage up the rest. And then we'll look at what regearing we can do without taking the belt. Man, we need repeat heads and hands. We're using heads and hands. That's not going to work. Yeah, we need more plans. We could get corruption. Corruption wouldn't be terrible. It'd also get rid of that fear on hit, which is not helpful for us. Oh, yes, please. Hello. Okay, right. Enchantress, you're going to get a level 70 focus at least. It'll make her a little bit better. We'll salvage up these bits. And I said I was going to look at our gems and what we can actually do with them. So let's get Shen to return these useless things. Now, obviously, when we get better armor, we're going to be able to just swap them around. In fact, we can do all this over here. So Shen, combine gems. Let's 3 Imperial Emeralds. Is that going to be in? Let's get 1 Imperial Emerald. And then the rest are just going to be filled up this way. And what do we want for the top? Do we want cooldown for skills? Yeah, probably cooldown, so that our Mystic Ally can be activated more frequently, so that our Serenity comes back faster. It seems like a sensible option. And these, I may as well just get those sold. Ooh, as far as extra plans go, though, we can buy these while we've got money. And that completes another part of the Chapter 4 journey. Right, so the Chapter 4 journey. Finish a level 70 Nephilim Rift on Torment 1. Reforge a weapon property to a socket. Slay Odeg and the other key wardens at Torment 4. So we've got to start pushing towards Torment 4. But the least we can do is change to Torment 1 and run a Rift. I think we could reforge the cooldown thing on Cinder Switch. That can become a socket. If we're lucky. If we're lucky. We've only got 3 more attempts at it. Come on. Nope. Okay, well, we're going to have to wait until we get more unique items. Let's up the difficulty and we'll run a single rift in order to get our first keystone. So we are only using 3 pieces of the set. The other thing I could do, and I might do next, is run more bounties for the extra plans. I think we'll do this to start off with. We can start grabbing our legendary gems at least and planning out what we want to do with them. Nemesis braces, of course, are going to be helping us quite a lot throughout all of this. Man, you do notice the increase in everything's health. The cooldown reduction that I'm getting, though, I mean, originally from the weapon, now just from the helmet. I'm noticing that on the allies. That is awesome. I'm going to keep loving that for as long as the game lets us use it. Oh, allies, you're being foolish. Stop trying to hit him and hit him. I had 18 stacks of damage increase from punching things then. That was quite a lot. Let's grab these just while everything's exploding over there. I should probably do a test on one of those to see whether it's enough to actually trigger my death at this point. Because it would be very good to know how survivable I am. Without having to actually put myself in peril. Like a controlled explosion. You know, kind of controlled detonation thing. Now, one of the things that I have in my build is the Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac. I do think that would be very useful for keeping the cooldowns low on everything. The more uptime I can get, the better. So rings is definitely where I want to start putting my blood shards as I get them. Oh, yes! Hello, guys. It's a lot to try and kill, but we will certainly give it a go. I think we got most of them. Any left up here, or are they all gone? I think they're all gone. One escaped. But that was pretty awesome, considering we were low on our cooldowns. Our Mystic Ally had just been used when we rounded the corner at them. That was okay. Of course, I'm going to have to come back and grab all these bits in a moment. I just want to get what we can. Okay, we'll drop this temporarily so we can grab that two-handed sword. Let's head back to town and get all this stuff ID'd. Now, there was a fist weapon in there, which, yay, but no. Logan's Claw. Hey, Wolverine reference. That's kind of funny. There's Vihander. You can have that. Prime Heart is probably going to get cubed. So that can stay over there. Logan's Claw can just get salvaged. It doesn't actually give us anything worthwhile. And that's a lot of death breaths and stuff that we got out of that as well. Right, all the gems come down here. And it's actually probably not worth us switching across to that. Let's not bother. All the loot. Can't be leaving any of it behind. Now that fireball that you saw there is because I've got Cinder Switch and Dashing Strike. Ooh, braces. Dashing Strike counts as an attack, of course, so it can trigger it. Okay, so this is not our style, but sounds kind of cool. It is kind of funny that it arrives after we arrive when we dash like that. Ah, more! Wow! There's so many to chase. Damn it. Alright, let's focus on the ones that are still around. No, he's gone. Any more? Ah. Too much open space and no way of clearing out the nearby mobs. But wow, what a stroke of luck. More gelatinous spawn goblins. Echoing Fury. Alright, we'll put that point in life per hit. Salvage all this up and then we'll go back in and grab more. We'll hold on to this is Memento. Come on, across you go. All these gems get dropped off. And what other unique item did... This is another mace. So yeah, what a stroke of luck. Two pairs in the same rift. I kind of wish we were a little bit better geared. But I'm happy enough that we got most of them the first time. The second time, it was a bit too open. There wasn't really a huge amount we could do on that. But it was still a good stack of loot that we got. So what have we got up and around here? I probably should have changed my mantra over thinking about it. Like if I'd wanted to ensure that they were going to go down, that would have been the best way to try and maximize it. Okay, what have we got over here? Nothing. That's fine. Of course, reducing our cooldown reduction will mean we dash, or our dashing strike will regenerate charges faster, which is only ever going to be a good thing. And it is nearly Rift Guardian time. Let's see if we can find some more to just finish this rift off. You guys will probably do. Shielding is not going to help you now, mate. remember getting absolutely hammered. Got to keep that Cyclone on. There's our Great Rift Keystone. And some blood shards to spend back in town. I will hand this in. One more Garrigan level. We'll do some IDing, and let's put these points in actually. Cooldown reduction and movement speed. Yeah, we got Nailbiter out of it. Not that fussed about Nailbiter, we're just going to salvage it up. And actually, let's see if we can get a socket in this weapon of ours. Yeah, finally. So that completes that part of the season journey as well. Exquisiteness. Damage 284, damage 341. That is quite a bump. More than 9% would have given us anyway. And with that, I think it's probably a good point for us to finish that episode there. So thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this. We've obviously made it to level 70, and we've got 2 of the season journey rewards for building in a set. There's still more to go, of course. So I do hope you'll join me next time. If you are liking these videos, be sure to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, see you next time for some more Diablo 3. See you soon.